Long Beach is a place full of flavor and creativity. Today, I'm taking you on a journey to meet 3 legendary chefs who've completely redefined how we eat in this town. From dough mastery and upscale Colombian vibes to burgers that flip tradition on its head. You're about to experience it all. Stick around, because you'll want to see the stories, the dishes, and surprises we've cooked up for you. When you think pizza in Long Beach, you think Waldo Stout. This dough wizard started from humble pop-ups and is now crafting California Italian magic at Due Fiori.
So you've been the chef at Due Fiori since it opened for about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But before that, you were doing pop-up pizza.
Yeah.
And that's when I met you.
Yep.
And tell me a little bit about how that started, when that started, what got you into it, and kind of your timeline of how all of this blossomed into being the chef here.
Absolutely. So I've ran and operated kitchens for I've been working in the industry for over 10 years now. Been operating and managing restaurants or like being the chef or whatever for probably the last 5 or 6. But I was actually working at a restaurant in Huntington Beach. And so basically what happened there is, it's kind of funny to me at least. Me and the owner kind of didn't get along. So basically after that, I decided, I was like, you know what, I have to work for myself and do my own thing. So I bought a pizza oven. I slowly started doing pop-ups and started doing caterings. And then the owners of Baby G had this project in mind and they approached me. So we had a conversation, kind of went back and forth for a while. And here it is. Now it's history, 4 months in. But yeah, that's kind of how I started it.
So you just kind of went for it.
Yeah.
And all these other roads opened up because of it.
Yeah. I mean, I was just so tired of working with other people at this point that I was like, I have to do something on my own. And once I did it and realized how hard it is, but also learned so much and I don't know, got to be part of the community on a different level. And so when Due Fiori, when this presented itself, it was kind of a harmonious like changeover because me and the owners of Baby G, we worked at the similar and same restaurants up in LA. And then so we kind of have, we're definitely on the same page about a lot of things. So it worked out really well.
Let's talk about some of the signature dishes.
Yep.
Can I bring up the cauliflower?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The cauliflower is out of this world. It's one of the best things I've ever tasted.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. So the cauliflower was actually, that dish kind of evolved and became its own thing, and I had no idea what I was doing. So, well, first off, it's vegan, and so we wanted to make sure here at the restaurant we have a good amount of vegan options. So the sprouted cauliflower, we have the roasted eggplant and pepper puree at the bottom, and then I make a salsa verde, which is cilantro, mint, a lot of this acidity that go along with it. But yeah, that one, I just wanted to put something on the menu that, first off, I thought tastes good, and second off, it was vegan.
Tell me, what's one of your favorite dishes?
So I make all my own bread in-house. So all the dough is made in-house, the house bread. That one's one of my favorites because we brush it with garlic confit, fried rosemary, and then we serve it with the European butter and olive oil. So that for me is huge. All the dough is fermented for a minimum of 2 days, so it goes as far as 3 days sometimes. Probably my most favorite, it's weird to say, but it's a Caesar salad. The Caesar salad for me.
Salad is really good.
The Caesar salad for me, I love that everybody loves it because I made it for myself, and then now everybody seems to love it too, so that's great. The other one is the duck gnocchi.
Oh, it's so good.
So we make all the gnocchi in-house. It's a ricotta gnocchi, and we bring in whole ducks. We butcher them, and nothing goes to waste. Everything ends up in the ragu, and then the carcasses or the bones, we use it to make our stock that goes into the pasta. So,
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's a lot of labor. It's labor intensive, but it's definitely my favorite.
Thank you so much for your time, and also for every time I've come in here, your hospitality. I love eating here. I love bringing people here. I think it's one of the most exciting restaurants in Long Beach right now, and I'm so excited for your success.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great. Thanks for asking those questions. Not that many people kind of know a lot of my history or background, but I got to touch base on them today.
Yeah, I love hearing about it.
Yeah.
Waldo showed us how passion and persistence can turn pop-ups into a culinary landmark. Our next stop takes us into a world of bold flavors with Colombian creativity. Carlos Jurado brings Cali and Colombia together in ways you've never tasted. Known as the alchemist of Colombian cooking, Selva is a feast for every sense. So you're essentially a Long Beach native.
Yeah, I've been here a while.
But you originated from Colombia.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your roots in Long Beach and also going back to Colombia to get some inspiration.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I left when I was 2. Been here for a while. Went to schools at all, my high school, my middle school, elementary is all like from blocks from here. So I spent a couple years where I lived in Nashville, but I love this city. And it was about when I was like 15 or 16, immigration went through, so I was able to start visiting my country again. So that was super inspiring. And I was a teenager. I was 17 years old, so I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, but I knew that like I loved food like so much, along with other things I really like. Music was also a big influence. I'm a skateboarder, so all that kind of cultural stuff from Long Beach, like it really was fitting for me. And then once I started to live on my own, I had to start cooking for myself, right? So then I kind of really understood why I liked it, and then the more I'd go visit my family back in Colombia, I'd really would start to put stuff together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most of my friends are Mexican, so like I would have things that I would say, they're like, what are you talking about? And then same, like so it's like this whole cultural like mesh that was really fun. But with Colombia specifically, there wasn't a lot of other Colombians here, so it was kind of interesting whenever I'd find a random one here or there, or when we have to go to LA to go to a restaurant that had Colombian food, because it wasn't something that was in Long Beach either. You know, it wasn't a lot of that around. So yeah, it's really cool, the connection of me able to like really call this city like my home, but I my heart's in Colombia and it's in here.
Tell me about some of your favorite dishes or some of the signature dishes that you're really excited about.
Yeah, so when I first, partners approached me and we were kind of talking about the whole idea, the first meal was kind of the basis of the restaurant was like my smoked chicken with like rice and beans, like and arepas. It was like the kind of classics of what the restaurant was supposed to be. And this was a pop-up I was doing at a loft space before it was this, and I was doing like more tasting menu stuff. But I would do like 12 to 20 people, like 6 courses under the Selva name. So I had to adopt to like how would it fit in this space, you know what I mean? Because this is a space that's presented to me, and it's like it should be like a family style kind of like old school classic like stuff like that. So the smoked chicken was something that I learned in my kitchens. I worked for Sean Brock a little bit in Nashville, and I feel like it's kind of where I honed down my smoking techniques and that kind of stuff. So I feel like with the Colombian spices that I'm using, with the techniques that I learned from there, then putting my mom's rice and beans on the plate, and just kind of tweaking it a little bit, that's people really gravitated towards that. So arepas, smoked chicken, rice and beans for sure. I have a fried rice on the menu that's kind of like something I would make at home, and that's really taken off. It's kind of Peruvian style chaufa dish, and that'll switch over with whatever proteins we have. So if something about leftover chicken, we'll shred that inside of it, or pork belly, smoked leftover chicharron, we'll put that in it. So it switches up every day. So it's a fun. Those few dishes are definitely like what we're pretty known for sure.
I'd love to hear about some of the creative cocktails and desserts that you're serving.
Yeah, so I have a really good dude in place working my bar. It's a lot of a collaboration, but I'll throw out ideas and he'll take it to a level that I can't even begin to like break it down in. So I'm really lucky to have him, Mike Borowski. And so he does a take on a Colombian punch where we have like maracuya and lulo and all these different Colombian fruits and stuff that like. So yeah, a lot of fruit, a lot of tropical stuff. I'm a big fan of Fernet, so we have a couple Fernet cocktails too that I think it's really hard to blend that the right way, and I think we have a couple really good ones. So yeah, just trying to have fun with it, right? Like fun tropical stuff, but we have fun with it. We did this drink for Warped Tour. It was like a white Santeria sangria, and we made little joints out of wormwood and oregano. And I forget what else Mike put in it, and we would like sidecar it like lit, and it smelled amazing.
That's hilarious.
So it's like stuff like that.
It's so playful.
Yeah, I don't want to take it serious, but still the refinement. Like everything we source is top tier. Everything we do, it's all my recipes take 3 days to do. Like more, it's like damn, like I'm sorry guys, but it's that's why the menu's small. That's why it's all got to be curated the right way, so we can do it the right way too.
Well, this has been so fun learning about all of this.
Oh,
thank you.
My pleasure.
And it sounds so exciting, and I can't wait to see what else is coming down the pipeline.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
From fire-grilled Colombian flavors to a whimsical dining experience, Carlos has brought bold flavors and joy to Long Beach. At our next stop, We'll see how even the humble burger can be elevated into a local legend. Jairo Bogarín turned backyard burger experiments into a pop-up sensation. Hamburgers Nice is where nostalgia meets chef-level creativity and every bite feels like home. So I'd love to hear about the breakfast burger. Sounds really intriguing. I'd love to hear about the burger itself and where the inspiration came from and like how people react to it.
It's a really fun story because it was not a part of my initial inspiration for burgers, but when I was offered space in this building, it was 8 a.m. to noon. So on the fly, I had to figure out what a breakfast burger was. My brand presents nostalgia, it leans into community, it leans into just easy things. We are not a chef-driven concept.
Yeah.
We're a neighborhood food vendor who cares about quality.
And kind of comfort food, right?
Yeah, big time. Comfort food with a little bit more attention to detail, I think.
Yeah.
So the breakfast burger is like a beef sausage patty. We make our own berry jam. So it's a sweet and savory breakfast. It reminds me of just when you have pancakes and bacon and eggs.
You mix it all up.
It's harder to present that to someone who's never really had the diner experience, but for the most part, people walk in and they see it and they're like, oh, I know what this is gonna taste like.
Yeah.
And it's been great. I mean, we sell like 60 every breakfast service, and it's fun.
And I know you have some other like specialty theme burgers too. Can you tell me about those?
So when we're talking breakfast, I also make a chorizo breakfast burger, which is the Mexican counterpart to the American diners. So now we're diving into Mexican breakfast here, which is a big part of the patchwork of SoCal and Long Beach specific.
Yeah.
So we make our own chorizo. We have a fried egg. We have like a spicy, savory sauce. And again, we're leaning into nostalgia. We're leaning into just your neighborhood diner. It's another like slice of home, honestly.
That sounds so delicious. Tell me a little bit about, you do different collaborations throughout town. Can you tell me how that started and kind of where that's headed and some of your most memorable collabs that you've done?
That's a great question. It's honestly one of the best parts of running this thing is the flexibility to collaborate. I mean, look what we're doing right now, right? But like collaborate with chefs that I like or food projects that I like. To exist in Long Beach means to collaborate with the same neighborhood, with the adjacent neighborhood, with the people you look up to, with your counterparts. Off the top of my head, I mean, we recently, we did a collaboration with Chef Phil Pretty over at Heritage. He comes from a very like professional background. He's making very inventive food.
Right?
Michelin star. So that was a huge moment for us to be elbow to elbow with these people who are very well respected, but also super down to earth, super open. He was very like flexible to what I wanted to do. Another fun collaboration I've done recently is with Got Your Back, who's a chef-driven, wine-driven concept that's based here locally, Sasha and Brennan.
Yeah.
This is an example of something that we both lean in hard to, like community and vibes and good food, good beverage, good music.
Their space is incredible.
It's like a backyard bikini party,
Yeah.
but like in a PG way.
In a wholesome way.
In a wholesome way, right. That's an example of just us both leaning into just, let's do something for our local community.
Yeah.
And people are very receptive. People show up. Collaborating with chefs to answer your question in a nutshell has been the most unexpected, but the most rewarding part of doing this.
So what's next for Hamburgers Nice?
We're flexible. Sometimes we wake up, we want a brick and mortar. Sometimes we want like a really exciting beer and wine program and a really nice sound system and a lot of outdoor seating.
Oh yeah.
Other times we just want to keep this pop-up train going, and we want to pop up in Portland next month, and we want to pop up in downtown LA at the wine festival.
Yeah.
And we love the circus flexibility vibe of what we're doing. So I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what's next, but we're definitely doing it. We're not going to stop moving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Thank you. Jairo proves that you don't need to have a fancy kitchen to become a legend. Just passion, creativity, and a burger that brings people together. Today, we've tasted passion, creativity, and pure Long Beach flavor. Waldo, Carlos, and Jairo are three legends who've transformed our city's dining scene. If you enjoyed this journey, hit that subscribe button and tell us which local hero we should feature next. Until next time, keep exploring and savor every moment.